Hello, brothers and sisters in Jesus Christ. Busy for the Lord. Check out his channel. It's really good. He has good videos, studies, and wonderful quotes from Charles Spurgeon. This I have to share with you because it's going to blow your socks off. Satan showed Christ all the kingdoms of the world in a moment of time. In Luke 4:5. From an eternal perspective, a moment is how long the kingdoms of this world last. Surely he is a fool who barters an eternal reward in heaven for the fleeting momentary honors that can only be had from Satan, the god of this world, by denying the Lord. It is easy for us to see the vanity of earthly honors in the case of Daniel, whom Belshazzar offered to be clothed with scarlet, have a chain of gold around his neck, and be the third ruler in the kingdom. Daniel wasn't even being asked to compromise his beliefs to receive these honors. Daniel's response was, "Let thy gifts be to thyself, and give thy rewards to another." He knew that the kingdom would fall in a few hours. Nevertheless, at Belshazzar's command, they clothed Daniel with scarlet and put a chain of gold about his neck and made a proclamation that he should be the third ruler in the kingdom. And that night was Belshazzar, the king of the Chaldeans, slain. And Darius, the Median, the Persian, took the kingdom. This was one of the shortest-lived promotions in history. Nor can any reward that this world may offer last any longer in comparison to eternity. Give thy rewards to another should be the Christian's response in the face of every temptation to seek or to accept the praise of men. Sadly, the church is an entire stable of the horses of temporal honors that many Christian leaders love to ride in pride's parade. How many pastors, preachers, authors, and Christian leaders have phony doctorates in front of their names, and even insist on being called by that title, which they basically purchased from a diploma mall? It's a scandal among evangelicals today, and it's only going to get worse, as Jesus Christ said it would. They would never have been tempted by such vanity had they kept an eternal perspective. Satan loves to come in and distract you with more and more work, titles, authors, write books, write this, write that, conferences, and then you start losing a hold of that eternal perspective. Nor can anything so motivate us to share the gospel of Christ with others as the same eternal perspective. Each soul we meet is an eternal being who will never cease to exist, guys, but will either enjoy eternal bliss in God's presence or eternal torment. May I, you, and each Berean out there keep that eternal perspective firmly in our hearts. May we seek to rescue as many as we can from the broad road that leads to destruction, bringing them onto the narrow way that leads to life everlasting. So important. Love you all.